I think the most seminal event during my career, and certainly in the time that I was editor, was being in the newsroom there by myself when the wire machine started ringing uncontrollably that evening in April, and I walked over and read the news that Martin Luther King had been shot. It's so unusual to be alone in the newsroom, but I was. That was a very difficult time. But the next day, people were going to learn about that death because we told them. That's a profound responsibility for students, and it does get you ready for the life events of writing and doing journalism in all of the professional settings that there are out there. Back in the day, you could major in news writing or advertising. You could work on the yearbook, but the action was in the newspaper. The press run was about 30,000, and it was serving both the campus and then areas around the campus. People were depending on the Oklahoma Daily, and so it was our responsibility to put out the news and cover not just the campus, but the nation and the world. Yes, this is Barbara Sessions, calling for Ivana Lemons, please. I got interested in financial writing. A seminal event happened. That was the passage of a federal law mandating that companies of 50 or more employees who had employee benefit plans needed to explain those plans in plain language. I recognize that as the full employment bill for journalists, because who is equipped to write to the average employee better than a journalist? And so the plain language writer is going to take the whole of that legal document and think about it like they're the consumer. What does the consumer want to know that I can get out of this plan, and what do I have to put into it? I had the opportunity to, put out the very first, what they call summary plan descriptions, and the printing of those attractive booklets and explanatory materials. Met some wonderful clients. Johnson & Johnson, Union Carbide Corporation, Screen Actors Guild, so quite a diverse group.
That's good.
I got acquainted with the United States Golf Association in the middle 1980s and had begun playing golf just prior to that. But in fact, golf turned out to be wonderful for business. We thought that there was money to be made in helping the clubs with their most chronic problem, and that was slow play. I wrote a booklet, a card that you stick on the golf cart, posters that you can put in the clubhouse that give people tips on speeding up play.
Oh my.
Look at that.
Oh my.
Beautiful.
Well, that's one of the best shots I've ever hit here.
Shortly thereafter, I got a phone call from the director of handicapping at the USGA. He asked me, well, now what do you really do? And I said, well, I'm a journalist, and I specialize in plain language writing about difficult topics. And he said to me, if you can explain pensions, you can explain the handicapping system. And so for the next 20 years, I spent significant amounts of time with the USGA helping them explain a range of golfing concepts. And it all came from that capacity to take something that's difficult and try to make it simple for the consumer, for the user. 9 holes, Doug.
Well,
way to go.
Enjoyed it. Thank you.
Same time tomorrow?
Well, we'll see.
Having the choice to live anywhere in Oklahoma that we wanted, we settled eventually halfway between Oklahoma City and Dallas, proximity to family and to airports, at Falcon Head Resort. I knew I wanted to begin to be involved in volunteer work, and I had the opportunity through the Community Children's Shelter, was asked if I would help to start a task force on child abuse prevention in my community. And their last words to me were, you'll only have to chair it for 1 year. Well, this is my 21st year. All right, well, good afternoon, everybody. All of your smiling faces look so pretty from up here.
You know, there are 9,000 plus residents in Love County, and that each and every one of them have been served by Barbara. I was thinking this morning, probably back to the year 2002, we started with about 9 partners, and today we have 24.
And so the scope of what our original task force did began to expand to be inclusive, really, of all social services in all areas. But there's one plan, and it's run by the government, and we now bring together once a month everybody in the county who have anything at all to do with children and families, so they will know each other and work across agencies, and then work as a team in applying for grants of benefit to all. Got a call from the Ardmore advocate looking for leads up in Murray County.
We were able to start a child abuse prevention task force through the district attorney's office, a family shelter. We were able to start the feed pantry, which serves 237 families a week, runs about 9 tons of food a month.
I say in here again, volunteers are welcome. Journalists have a burden, really, to help where they can help, because we're the ones who can provide the most useful service for people who are helping in the public arena. We're the ones who can do explaining. Well, thank you all for being here today, and we'll see you in October.